Ladies and gentlemen, and future customers and present customers, this carburetor, we'll tell you about this carburetor. We're not going to tell you the guy's name that did it and bought it. We rebuilt this carburetor over a year ago. At that time, it looked just like this. We get a call a couple of weeks ago. I'm sending it back because it's leaking. Well, first place, nothing can leak. Leaks go down with gravity. This is over flooding. We got the carburetor here and it had been on fire. It had burnt the check valve out of here. This bracket right here was busted off. I don't know, whatever, but it didn't use an air cleaner on it. Just running along with an air cleaner, just flopping, sucking in dirt and everything else. We took the carburetor apart. We couldn't get it to run. If you look at the other video when we first tried to start it, we could not get it to run. He's got this thing on, I believe, on an... Well, I'm not going to tell you anymore what he's got it on, but it's not the correct vehicle. This is Pontiac. He had it on an International. But that's okay. It still should work. We get it apart, and in the bottom, there's probably, I don't know what, 3 to 4 millimeters of gluey substance, which are causing the floats and needle valve and stuff to stick in the open position. The gas would just... running out of it. After we got that freed up, then it wouldn't run. It'd backfire, pop, bang, boom, bang. So we called the individual up and we says, we're trying to find out why this carburetor got like this. Well, he said, what do you think happened? I says, well, we don't know for sure. You tell us about the history of it. Well, that's the way I got it, blah, 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 and I had it there, and he said I had to get the cylinder head reworked and so on and so forth, and that took about 2 or 3 months, and he kept talking, and he says, well, are you accusing me of putting the wrong gas in it? And I says, no, but that's a possibility. Contaminated fuel could got in there because the filter was clean. After much conversation, and the gentleman was nice, he finally, I said, didn't you tell me you had the head off that engine and the carburetor was setting for more than 2 months? No, he told me that. I said, yeah. I said, that carburetor setting with 2 months, the gasoline evaporated and left behind the chemicals that are in gasoline that holds it in suspension. You got acetone and I don't know what all chemicals. You got ethanol and everything else. And I said, that stuff left behind made that glue thing. And he says, well, he said, I had the carburetor sitting there for over 2 months. And I jokingly says, Your Honor, you just heard the defendant just confess. I said, sir, this argument's over with. You caused your own problem. You left this carburetor sitting with gas in it for 2 or 3 months or more and evaporated and glued the whole carburetor up. But I'll tell you what, we're not going to charge you the $200 minimum charge to fix this thing. We're going to charge you a reasonable charge. In the meantime, we built him a bracket, and we got the stud to put the air cleaner on there so they can put the air cleaner on and stop sucking in dirt and bugs and spiders and everything else. And this carburetor is running perfect, but we had to put it on ultrasonic and get all that stuff out and re-powder coat it and everything else. But here it is. But that's exactly how we get accused of doing the wrong thing and all this and that. And anyway, there's the story. Jesus loves us all. And as you can see, got my hands over here. I didn't even have to touch it compared to what it was before. Low speed, medium speed. Now I'm going to go back there and I'm going to put a load on this thing like this vehicle will probably never be loaded down like this. But I'm going to put a 10-ton load. It's like this thing is dragging a 10-ton weight behind it. And you watch this carburetor perform. See that? That's pulling. That's pulling power right there. That's pulling power. Look at it pull. Pull, pull, pull. About 300 pounds, foot-pounds is torquing. It's pulling that load. Never a miss, never a vibration, never a stutter, never a backfire, nothing. We don't know on these carburetors when we get them. But we had enough experience after doing this since 1956. We know we got enough equipment here to test something to tell what has been going on. When people try to tell us these stories, it ain't too long till we figure out what's going on. You know, people just call up and say, look, you know, I don't know, it used to run good before I let it set for 3 months, you know, but they probably never connected the two together until we begin to question them. But right away, they want to blame it on the carburetor. And case closed.